Hello everyone, welcome back to another Goodgame Empire video. In this video, we will be talking about build items. To build the construction yard, which is needed to build items, you will go to construction and you can find it in your civil tab. Once you have built the construction yard, you will go to build items, and you can craft build items here. Just click on the build item and click craft once you have the necessary materials. Each level of build item increases the bonuses given, and you can craft a higher level by using a lower level build item, as well as additional resources. You will need more resources depending on how high of a level you want to build your build item, with the highest level needing soulstone. I personally would not recommend specifically trying to get the higher level resources because you will never run out of them. Even if you always craft all your build items all the way to the max level, you will still use more of the common materials than of the special materials. Now, how can you get those materials? Well, you can get it from the seasonal event, as they will give out stuff. You can find something like this, which is okay. It will give you a decent amount of the special materials, but not very much of fine sand and bricks, which is what you'll mainly want. What you're really going to look for is this. This is the best because it will give you the most fine sand and bricks, which is what you want. You can also get it through just normal event rewards, as you can see here, and you can get it from your alliance performing in the top 50 or 20, depending on the event, and you will actually get a very large amount of them. Here we go. What build items should you build? Well, you should obviously first build food production build items. If you have 15, which is the maximum amount of build items of food production build items you can have in one castle, all the way upgraded to level 10, you can get up to 3,000 additional food production, which is insane. So you want to build those first. The wall capacity build item is also very useful. Now, recruitment costs, useful. If you recruit expensive units, even if you don't, it will save you a lot of money. Food storage build item, actually a lot more useful than some people think. Most people think, I don't really need it. No, it's amazing. Think of it as having an extra bakery. This increases your food storage by 10 to 15%, which is basically the same thing as decreasing your food consumption by 10 to 15%. As long as you can loot enough resources, this basically acts as a second bakery. It's actually pretty powerful. Treatment speed, I wouldn't go for it. I personally do not get a ton of units out of the military hospital, at least compared to recruitment. Recruitment speed might be useful, but you're sacrificing the opportunity to have a recruitment cost build item because it goes in, although, wait, no you won't, it goes into drill grounds. So, you might want to, but again, drill grounds is a ruby building, so it's up to you. I wouldn't go for it because I'm not a ruby whale, but if you already have a drill ground, then you might as well go for it, because having more troops is always useful. The wood production and stone production build items, I mean, I would say it's useful if you are running low on that stuff. The base wood and base food and base wood and base stone production build items are also useful. If you're only getting the level 1, I would go for the base ones, because they will almost always give you a higher payout. Market barrel build item, I mean, I would wait until you finish basically every other build item you're ever gonna want. I wouldn't say it's particularly useful. Siege tool cost, it's pretty useful if you run low on resources, but again, its effect is so small, wait until you get your other build items finished first. Defense tool, same thing as siege tool. It can be a bit useful, but its effect is so small, wait. Espionage speed? I mean, almost completely useless. I wouldn't bother. Hospital space? It could be useful. I don't use the military hospital again, so wood storage? I mean, it's not that great. I wouldn't go for it until you finish the other stuff. Same thing with stone storage. Units lost is definitely a good build item to have. You can have up to 3, which means you'll lose minus 15% troops after an attack, which is always nice. Siege tool production, I would say this is actually pretty useful because you can produce matlets faster, and producing more matlets means you can send out more attacks on nomads and samurais. I would give this one a go after you've finished some of the more important ones. Defense tool, I wouldn't say it's as good because you're not going to be building as much. Siege tool cost, eh. Defense tool cost, eh. Master builder, not really. Research tower, again, not really. You're probably gonna have finished up your research, and even if you haven't, it's not really worth it. So I would not go for it. Base food production build items are a unique concept, which is different from food production build items. And the difference is base food production build items give you a bonus to food before the modifiers come in. Food production build items do it after. Base food productions are generally more useful than just normal food production build items, but you're only going to want to put them on your high workload granaries because they're less useful as your workload decreases. And that's basically everything about build items covered. I hope this has helped you understand build items and how they work. Again, if you want to put a build item here, you can just do the build item and then click on the slot. You can also remove a build item here, but it does cost some gold to remove it. It doesn't cost rubies though, which is nice. And bye! Hope to see you in the next video.